me, it all stem. For me, it all,
Mel. Okay, cool. Mel,
no,
if you're
I'm not
here,
even know if
yeah,
Mel's here. I
just
don't even
rise
know if
up in
Mel's
it.
there.
But yeah,
I'd have
carry
to
on.
contact him. But for me, it all like overall, majority of my beefs all stem from a place of jealousy. Like overall,
Mm.
So me and P's beef, obviously, boom, OG started. Um, OG's was like a rebirth of Essentials. OG started. And he put me in the crew. I started putting up the lineup for who I should be in the crew. Um, we put crew P in the crew. We put majority of the MCs who were in the crew, and then over time, there's just this. Like I'm from Southwest, so when I'm in a Southeast crew, there's this feeling of nah, you're not wanted here, and that just led to everything else kind of occurring. Any died when Any died, there's a situation where I couldn't turn up to the funeral, and when I couldn't turn up to the funeral, that got turned into a Dot's fake thing, and then that got turned into other things, and then before you know it, it's escalated to no, we don't like you. So it's like there's so many dynamics in that are even beyond me. So to discuss why it started is a difficult one. To discuss why it ended the way it ended the way it ended because the narrative was we don't like Dot, fuck Dot, Dot's fake. Do you get me?
Mm.
So it's like
So you and him went back and forth,
yeah,
and then he said that apparently he saw you, he beat you up. That's what he was saying.
no, he
And
saw
then he said that he was he said that
he jumped you.
he's enjoying the beef, the clash, but in terms of it spiraling out of music, you're the reason why it got to that
Yeah,
point.
but it sounds good. It all sounds good, innit? It sounds good. To be fair, like I was in, bruv. I went Joe when I heard some song and P was sending for man on the song, even when I was in Joe.
Mm.
So when I think I did a freestyle with Kenny All Stars, and Kenny didn't bring it out, but I think I don't even want to touch on that like that. But they heard it. They heard it before it came out, and they felt some sort of way. And then on a random day, I'm sitting down producing in the studio, and they've snuck into the studio and they jumped, man. Do you get
Mm.
me? Him and his red,
What
him,
what P
yeah,
Money,
yeah,
P
yeah,
Money and his
yeah,
guys,
yeah, yeah.
they snuck into the studio and they jumped you.
Mm.
Okay, go on.
Something along them lines. Do you understand? So,
Yeah.
so
Mm.
the occurrence of that day was that day, and then I think, I think after that I went rinse and I did a freestyle, and then I think everyone saw that freestyle, and then after that it was just like, you know what? Before this bread brings all this stuff up, I'll just call him out like, right. If anyone wants, like, I don't, niggas know I don't spit no more. If anyone wants it, he can get it. I'll go in the studio and I'll go for him. Do you know what I mean? And from there, that's where the back and forth came on the subject of the tracks. But obviously, me and P's beef, I don't like where it stems from. For me, it stems from a place of jealousy. It doesn't.
Mm.
There's no. I can't identify it as anything else. Do you know what I mean? So because I can't identify it as anything else, I can't call for anything else. That's where it stems from. You understand? I'm the engineer. I'm the person who's recording all the mandem from the ends. I'm in Lewisham recording majority of the Lewisham Borough mandem. Do you understand? And then from there, it all turns into something else. So there's not much I can go, like, even now in my grown age, I'm like, yeah, like there's not much I can get into about it because that's where it stems from me. So it's like it's always,
Mm.
and that's where a lot of things stem from. Like when it comes to me, a lot of things have happened because when um first rule of the 48 is never outshine your masters, and when people look at you a certain way, you're always a threat when you get in the building. Do you know what I mean? And and this is a masculine sport. Things can be people can get very competitive. So
Mm.
that one, if like the narrative is in order to have the best diss track, no, I don't like this, bro. Let's go and do something to it.
Mm.
You understand?
Okay, cool. So what, did it end there or did it carry on?
Like, and there.
Okay.
It ended where if it was ever to reoccur, it would reoccur, but it's ended where it's ended. It's not something that It's not something that is ongoing, so to speak. I'm sure if I saw him, it would be hands. But it's.
What? So if you was to see him
I'm
again,
saying, yeah,
it's
100%.
kicking
It's
off
like, come on,
again.
if he saw me, yeah, if
So the
he saw
beef
me,
is
he'd be
live.
on
Is
hands.
that what
If
it
he saw
is?
me, he'd be on hands. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't even got to talk about it. But if he saw me, he'd be on. The same way,
All
both saw
because
me.
you
The
didn't
same
go
way,
to
both. The
all
same way,
because you
both.
didn't go
The
to.
same way,
Okay,
both
cool.
saw me, and I saw him anyway. It'd be hands, like because we have previous. It's
Mm.
like if you've got
Well,
previous
yeah.
with anyone, it's gonna be. There's gonna. It's not like oh, it's just all gonna be fucking flowers and happy shit. When you see people,
No,
people
because
who you've got
obviously I
problems
thought whatever's done now,
with.
because you man are grown adults, innit? I
I'm a
thought
grown
whatever's
adult.
done now is
I'm just
done.
stating. I'm me, as I said to you earlier, I deal with everything when it is in front of me. So based on what goes down, I can only say
Yeah.
that my expectation of situations, if I saw people who I'm not cool with, it's gonna be hands.